Hello there, welcome to the launch of the new Street Triple 765 lineup with a new Street Triple R, the new definitive Street Fighter, a higher spec RS which sets the new performance naked sports benchmark, and for a limited time only, a unique Moto 2 edition. Now, in keeping with the race-derived nature of this new generation, these bikes were revealed earlier this week, live in Valencia at the closing round of the Grand Prix season. And today, we'll tell you what makes this the most powerful lineup ever, with engine upgrades derived directly from Triumph's Moto 2 race programme. We'll also hear from some of the racers who've been breaking records and winning championships with this engine. And we'll see what makes these the most agile and precise handling street triples ever, with their enhanced ergonomics and the highest ever specification. So, starting with the engine, where all three models now have a significantly updated 765 triple with much more power. The RS and Moto 2 edition have a category-leading 130 PS, 7 PS up on the previous generation. And for the R, 120 PS, with more power lower down the rev range. There's more torque on all three models at 80 Nm peak, plus a stronger spread across the mid-range. And there's a new freer flowing exhaust and silencer with that trademark hair-raising triple roar. Being derived from Triumph's Moto 2 engine programme, that extra performance comes from a multitude of major changes, all designed to deliver more revs and more power. All three models also come with Triumph's track-ready shift assist quick shifter and a slip and assist clutch, plus revised gearing and final drive to take full advantage of the extra revs when riding hard. So let's hear now from some of the Moto 2 racers on why they love the 765 triple.
I like to, when you exit the corner, to try to start to spin. You can have a very good control. With the 3-cylinder with more acceleration, is more similar to a MotoGP bike, so it's a better school to growing up to go in MotoGP.
The acceleration off the corners is just so nice, but you're able to still keep that corner speed. It's made it a lot more fun to ride.
I love that engine because, you know, the velocity is really similar about the MotoGP style. I remember when I started with that engine on Jerez in 2020. Well, it was amazing for me.
Next up, what makes these bikes so agile and precise? Well, we have enhanced ergonomics and a more commanding riding position with 12mm wider handlebars on the R and on the RS, and revised geometry on the RS and Moto 2 edition with a steeper rake and raised back end, making them more focused, nimble and quicker to turn, yet still giving that planted confidence that the Street Triple is renowned for. This generation also brings the highest ever level of equipment, now with top-spec Brembo-style EMA calipers, plus exclusive to the Moto 2 edition, new fully adjustable Öhlins front and rear suspension, and these clip-on handlebars, giving the Moto 2 edition race bike poise and the most dynamic ride ever. Along with this, you get the Street's lightweight chassis and gull-wing swing arm, plus on the RS and Moto 2 edition, these track-ready Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa SPV3 tyres. Now let's hear from two racers who have both taken a Street Triple to the podium at two of the most iconic races in the world, the Isle of Man TT and the Daytona 200.
So right here we have the Triumph Street Triple 765 RS, so started life as a road bike, and then we've converted it into what you see right now, which is a race bike. This is a slightly longer bike, so it's a little bit more stable. The engine's really good. We've got a lot more torque than what the 4-cylinders have, so we can really kind of punch out of the corners compared to them. Myself and Brian McCormack have been racing them here at the Isle of Man TT. Brian actually did the British Supersport around at Alton Park on it as well, and he absolutely loves it, as do I. The bike's really easy to ride, and it sounds awesome.
I've ridden the Street Triple a few times, track days, and on the street actually back home, so compared to the race bike, it's very similar. The bike I won Daytona on, the Triumph Triple, is really good with coming off the corner, the acceleration, the torque, and obviously being very narrow and very light. That's really good for Daytona because when you're on the high banks of Daytona, obviously you're wide open the whole time, so having a little bit of extra weight off the bike actually helps you stay in the draft and catch these guys in the draft.
Who will take victory by 7,000 thousandths of a second. Wow! And the triumph of Porsche denies the trio of Yamahas the top spot at the Daytona 200.
Now, in terms of new rider aids, all three models now come with optimized cornering ABS and switchable optimized cornering traction control. These major new pieces of tech guarantee the optimum braking performance, rear wheel slip rate and torque control at any lean angle, improving acceleration and control. Both are integrated into the bike's riding modes and can be independently adjusted through the instruments. The riding modes have also been upgraded with even more dynamic and responsive throttle maps to match the new performance. The RS and Moto 2 editions come with 5 modes that adjust the throttle response, ABS and traction control settings, each selectable by the 5-inch TFT instruments, plus the Moto 2 edition gets a unique Moto 2 startup sequence. On the R, there are 4 modes, and these multifunction instruments with TFT display. We also have full LED lighting, and on the RS and Moto 2 edition, these distinctively shaped daytime running lights. On top of this, all 3 models come with the Street Triple's advanced level of standard technology, plus on the RS and Moto 2 editions, a lap timer. Now, you can see this is the most focused generation ever, with that nose-down attitude evolved with new bodywork for a sharper overall style. There's a new fuel tank with integrated side panels, new headlight finisher, and new radiator cowls. The RS and Moto 2 edition get a colour-coded belly pad and pillion seat cowl with interchangeable pillion seat. And unique to the Moto 2 edition, you get a host of carbon fibre details, including front mudguard, side panels, headlight finisher and belly pan, plus a Moto 2 branded silencer and this stunning individually numbered Moto 2 top yoke. Finally, in terms of colours, we have a choice of 2 paint schemes on the R, Silver Ice or Crystal White, 3 on the RS with Silver Ice, Carnival Red or Cosmic Yellow, and exclusive to the Moto 2 edition, 2 race-inspired liveries featuring unique Moto 2 graphics, with a Crystal White option or the stunning Racing Yellow one we have here. And don't forget, this is a limited edition, so there's only 765 of each scheme available worldwide. There's also over 50 genuine Triumph accessories ready to fit to the Street Triples, including cruise control, the My Triumph Bluetooth connectivity system, internally wired heated grips, and passenger grab rails. There's also a 28mm lower seat option, and for the Street Triple RS and Moto 2 edition, Triumph dealers can lower the seat by a further 10mm with an adaptation to the rear suspension linkage. We have a quick release tank bag and tail pack, and multiple style, detailing and protection options, including a tail tidy, all of which are designed hand in hand with the bike and are covered by the same warranty. So there you have it, a new generation of Street Triples, the most powerful ever, the most agile and dynamic handling, and the most advanced rider electronics. With the Street Triple 765R, the new definitive street fighter, the RS setting a new benchmark for performance naked sports, and the ultimate Street Triple, the Moto 2 edition, in essence, your Moto 2 racer for the road. Thanks so much for joining us today. Let's take one more look at these stunning bikes in action.